Your brain is being actively hijacked, and the worst part, you're the one holding the trigger. Motivation is a drug. You are an addict, chasing a chemical high that doesn't actually exist. But here's the part nobody tells you. The high is a lie, a trap perfectly designed to keep you running in place, forever. Relying on a feeling to build your life is like building a house on a sinking ship. The foundation isn't there. On Monday morning, you feel like a god. You have the perfect plan and boundless energy. You're ready to change the world. You feel like the successful version of yourself you've always wanted to be. But by Wednesday, the spark is dead. Now something worse happens. You start blaming yourself. Why can't I just stay consistent? What is wrong with me? You ask the mirror in the dark. Nothing is wrong with you. You are not lazy. You are just a slave to a chemical. Welcome to the dopamine trap. To understand your failure, we have to understand dopamine. It isn't about pleasure. It's about anticipation. It is the chemical that screams, "Keep going, something incredible is coming." Dopamine rewards the start. Consider the trap itself. You're addicted to starting because starting is cheap. It costs you nothing. Starting gives you the rush of success without requiring a single drop of actual painful effort. Modern life has hijacked this system. Every notification is a cheap hit. But your brain has forgotten how to handle friction. Every time you chase the cheap start, you build a dopamine debt. You spend all your mental energy on planning, but you have absolutely no energy left for the actual act of changing. The tank is empty. Beware the silent killer. Because you are flooded with cheap hits daily, your brain goes numb. What used to excite you now barely registers. You need higher and higher spikes just to feel normal. Our ancestors earned their dopamine through brutal effort. Today, the reward is free, and therefore inherently worthless. Let's look at the story again. Let's look at the quiet thoughts you desperately hide. Because this is where the damage happens. Year 1, the gym. He stands in the mirror on day 8 and thinks, "I was doing so well." What happened? He thinks, "Maybe this just isn't for me." This perfectly constructed lie is designed to protect his ego from the friction. Year 2, money. Every impulse purchase is a failure of character. He stares at the receipt in the dark. He thinks, "Why can't I control myself? I have no discipline." Observe the real tragedy. Failure becomes his identity. Year 3, the startup. She works 18 brutal hours a day because she's passionate. But passion is just motivation in a suit. 6 months in, the passion fades into burnout. She thinks, "Nobody cares. I'm pouring my soul into a void." When you repeat this cycle, failure becomes your anchor. But remember the truth. Identity is a choice. Welcome to the silent struggle. This excruciatingly boring part of the story is what the movies always cut out. These are the hundreds of days where absolutely nothing happens. No breakthroughs, no crowds. Invisible effort represents the only real work. True success is the rare, brutal ability to endure this barren plateau, to keep pushing the stone when the feedback loop is silent. Boredom serves as the ultimate ruthless filter. It is the incredibly long, flat desert road of your journey. This is where most quit. Consider why we must shift entirely to systems. A system is a cold, calculated process that ignores your mood entirely. While motivation is a weak spark, a system is a massive engine. It fundamentally does not care if you are tired. To build a functional system, you must stop trusting yourself. Assume your future self will be lazy and trap yourself into winning. You need aggressive habit stacking. Attach the difficult new behavior directly to an unbreakable automatic old one. You must ruthlessly remove daily decision-making from your life. Make the agonizingly hard choice exactly once and automate it forever. Your environment is your ultimate destiny. If you ever have to use willpower to avoid your phone, you have already lost. Eliminate all friction. If you want to run at 6 a.m., you sleep in your gym clothes. Redesign the room entirely. But the deepest, most permanent shift isn't about what you do. It is fundamentally about who you believe you are at your core. Stop actively trying to be motivated. Start relentlessly becoming the exact type of person who doesn't ever need motivation to work. An athlete goes to the gym because they are an athlete. You aren't trying to save. You are an investor. It is a non-negotiable identity. The ultimate goal is absolute automaticity, where the grueling work is no longer a conscious choice. It is a deeply ingrained reflex. Real transformation is never a fast, exciting movie montage. It is intensely boring, agonizingly slow, daily improvement. It often looks exactly like failure for many excruciating months before it finally compounds into something great. You must blindly trust it. You will inevitably spend the vast majority of your journey in the thick fog, where you do not feel like you are winning. True success is merely the compounding interest of small, incredibly boring habits that absolutely nobody else ever sees. You must fiercely trust the cold process and violently reject the fleeting feeling. Stay entirely within the fog. Remain completely steady. The final transformation isn't about viral fame. It is fundamentally about achieving absolute, unshakable control over yourself. It is about the profound, quiet stability of your own mind. Consistency is literally the only real human superpower that actually matters. Observe the heavy, undeniable truth. Discipline is absolutely not about being strong. It is not about forcing yourself to suffer daily. It is about intelligently building a life where you simply do not ever need to be strong. It is the ultimate psychological freedom. If you want to stop living in endless cycles and start understanding how your mind really works, subscribe to Cortex Library. The system is already here. The only question is, will you follow it? Desensitization is like a fog that settles over your ambitions. You can't see the destination, so you stop walking. This is the silent killer. Modern life is a factory for dissatisfaction. It sells you the cure for a sickness it created. The unearned reward is the poison. The identity collapse is actually the beginning of wisdom. You must break the old version of yourself to build the new one. It hurts. Silent effort is the most powerful force in the universe. It is the steady drip that carves the canyon. It is the work nobody sees. Habit stacking isn't just about productivity. It's about removing the exhausting weight of choice from your morning. Make the decision once. Stability is not the absence of the storm. It is the anchor that holds you steady within it. Systems are your anchor. Consistency is the only metric that truly matters. Everything else is just noise. Everything else is a distraction from the system. Mastering your mind means mastering your systems. You are the architect of your own character. Build the structure today. The realization isn't a loud shout. It's a quiet, heavy truth that settles in the silence. It is the moment you stop running. Legacy is built in the dark, when absolutely nobody is watching. It is the collection of your boring, steady habits. The system is already here. The only question remains, will you follow it? Fade to black. Dopamine desensitization is the silent engine of modern dissatisfaction. Your brain is starving for meaning, but fed on ghosts. Modern life operates as a factory for dissatisfaction. It systematically sells you the cure for a sickness it deliberately created. Consistency died when we removed the urn. When the reward became free, the human spirit became fragile. The collapse of your old identity is the essential beginning of your new wisdom. You must break yourself to build yourself. Silent effort represents the most powerful force in the entire universe. It is the steady drip that eventually carves the canyon. Habit stacking is the architecture of peace. It removes the exhausting weight of daily choice from your precious morning. True stability is not the absence of the storm. It is the architectural anchor that holds you steady within it. Consistency is the only metric that truly matters. Everything else is just noise. Everything else is just a distraction. Mastering your mind means mastering your systems. You are the architect of your own character. Build the structure today. The realization isn't a loud shout. It's a quiet, heavy truth that settles in the silence. Stop running now. Legacy is built in the total dark, when nobody is watching. It is the collection of your boring habits. The system is already here. The only question that remains is, will you follow it? Fade to black. Your brain is starving for meaning, but it's being fed on digital ghosts. Desensitization is the silent engine of modern dissatisfaction. I feel like I'm doing so much, but none of it matters. Why do I feel so empty? Why can't I just stay consistent? Modern life sells you the cure for a sickness it deliberately created. The unearned reward is the poison that destroys your spirit. The gate to consistency is blocked by the thick fog of immediate gratification. We are trapped in the search for the next spark. But here's the part nobody tells you. Your environment is a factory specifically designed for your failure. It is a choice. Your identity is slowly dissolving into the infinite scroll. You are becoming a passive spectator of your own potential. The silent struggle is the only path out of the trap. It is walking when there is no visible light at the end of the road. Our ancestors didn't have this problem. They didn't need motivation. They had necessity. They had the earned reward of the hunt. The hunt was long. The dopamine was earned through brutal effort. Today, the reward is free, and therefore worthless. Success is built on the scale of human time, not digital seconds. You must stop chasing the surge and start playing the long game. This is the real trap. We've optimized our lives for comfort, but comfort is the ultimate enemy of consistency. Choose friction. Every red light is a choice. Every notification is a test. And most of us are failing the test every single day. Stop reacting. The spark of Monday is already flickering. By Wednesday, it's just a memory. This is the exhausting cycle of the ghost. You need stability, not the absence of the storm, but the anchor that holds you steady within it. Build the system now. A system is an engine. It fundamentally does not care if you are tired, bored, or uninspired. It just runs. Reliability. Become the architect of your own character. Build the structure today so your future self doesn't have to rely on being strong. The deepest shift isn't what you do. It's who you are. Stop trying to be motivated. Start relentlessly being the person. Identity. Identity is the key. When the action is tied to who you are, the effort disappears. Shift your identity today. Start now. Consistency is the only metric that truly matters. Everything else is noise. Everything else is just a distraction from the system. Every scroll is a chemical transaction. You are paying with your attention and receiving a ghost reward. This is how the brain goes numb. I just need one more spark, one more video to get me started. Why isn't the excitement coming back? Am I broken? The unearned reward is the most dangerous poison. It creates a spirit that is fragile, easily broken by the first sign of friction. Avoid the easy high. He sits in the dark gym, the weights feeling like lead. Internal. This isn't working. I'm just wasting my time. I'll never be an athlete. Shame. But here's the part they hide in the success stories. The middle isn't a montage. The middle is a wasteland of boredom. This is where it gets worse. Welcome to the plateau. The place where your progress is invisible and the feedback loop is dead silent. This is the ultimate test of character. Invisible effort represents the only real work. It is the rhythmic, mechanical movement of the system when the soul is tired. Keep the gears turning. Our ancestors didn't have the luxury of not feeling like it. Survival was the system. The earned reward was life itself. We have forgotten this. When the reward is free, the spirit becomes a spectator. Modern life is a factory for dissatisfaction, selling us the destination without the journey. Consistency is built on the scale of stars, not screen refreshes. Stop chasing the digital surge and start playing the architectural long game of legacy. Comfort is the ultimate enemy of consistency. If you want to stop living in cycles, you must actively choose the friction. You must design for the hard path. Every notification is a test. Every red light is a choice. Most are failing because they are reacting, not acting. Stop being a victim of your own mind. The Monday god is dead by Wednesday. This is the exhausting, repeating cycle of the ghost. It's time to break the loop. It's time for structure. A system is your engine. It fundamentally does not care about your bad days. It just runs. Reliability is the only thing that matters in the end. True stability is the lighthouse in the storm. It rotates calmly while the world crashes around it. Be the lighthouse. Build the system today. Goal: you are the architect of your own character. Build the structure today so your future self doesn't have to rely on being strong. Legacy starts now. The deepest shift isn't what you do. It's who you are. Stop trying to be motivated. Start relentlessly being the person who doesn't need to be. Identity. Identity is the key. When the action is tied to your soul, the effort vanishes. You don't try to save. You are an investor. Shift your identity now. Consistency is the only metric that matters. Everything else is just noise. Everything else is a distraction from the unfeeling system. Build it. Goal. At Cortex Library, we believe every idea has the power to change perspectives. Subscribe to Cortex Library for more ideas like this. And don't forget to like this video.